Justin Jefferson here today, and then there was Mike Hilton, who we talked about as that slot nickel blitzer.
Thielen in motion. Cousins is sacked at the 10-yard line. B.J. Hill. 3rd and 20 with noise in the jungle. Backed up. And he goes out. Jefferson top of your screen. Cousins looks that way and goes down across the 20-yard line. Burrow has time and open. Catch made. First down, Jamar Chase.
Ability to stretch the field and make big plays. That's one of the things that's been lacking from this offense for the last couple of years.
Ryan stays in after a loss of 10. Straight ahead handoff. And all the way down to the 42. Quick snap. Burrow with a look. End zone throw. Touchdown. T. Higgins.
Yeah, he's gonna work through some of the pressure right there and just kind of stay alive. Don't know what happens once they get over here, because you could see really quickly.
Going deep. Jamar Chase. He's got it. Chase to the end zone. That's a Bengal touchdown.
And we didn't do this because of the relationship between Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. We just felt adding another receiver to be explosive. And when you talk about this offense last season, 31st in the NFL. Second quarter for the Cincinnati Bengals, led by Joe Burrow.
He was sacked twice, didn't run, but had to scramble away. Open at midfield, and moving up is T. Higgins.
Again coming out of his break.
Joe Mixon. To the end zone, touchdown Bengals. And even he's going to do the gritty.
I think what you'll be able to get here is, how does the ball drop? Does it come forward, or does it just go straight down? And to me, it looks like it's just going straight down. But Cincinnati is doing a nice job of stretching it, but then getting back inside.
Yeah, they're using two tight ends now after that 10-yard gain from Mixon, and he'll get more. Knocked out of bounds when he got near the 40. Blitz. Cousins. His sack. B.J. Hill. The Super Bowl champion Cowboy teams, and it was a different era as Mixon gets the first down and moves up across the 45-yard line. Justin Jefferson had been fighting cramps here in the second half, getting a calf massage. Jen Hale reporting with the heat playing a factor here as Dalvin Cook carries. Looked like the ball may have come out on the end of the play. There's a scramble for it and waiting for a ruling. And the Bengals have it in this overtime in this game. Burrow's going to throw. Floats one. And open to C.J. Uzomah. Fighting his way down the sideline. And the Bengals with a big play. And a gutsy call.